Gamers have been angry at Naughty Dog for years, ever since they, spoiler alert, decided to give Joel the hole-in-one. But now, because they've announced their upcoming title, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, not only are all of the trailers getting massively downvoted, but the Naughty Dog shills are completely coping and seething. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, the Naughty Dog shills are not handling this backlash well. They have been freaking out for days at this point, saying, oh, you don't actually know what this game's about. How can you judge it? But my response would be, why release trailers then? The reason companies release teasers and trailers is to try to get people hyped. Yes, they want a positive reaction, but ultimately it's for gamers to judge their product. Why would they release a trailer that they didn't want us to judge? That absolutely makes no sense. But it's only valid criticism when, of course, they agree with it. Otherwise, you're an ist and you're a phobe and you're just a hater. But now they are coping and seething over the mass dislikes on the trailer uploads. Now, there's one trailer, it was uploaded to multiple channels, like the Naughty Dog one, for example, and the PlayStation one, and it's not going well because the trailer on the PlayStation YouTube channel currently has 1.7 million views, which is pretty good for 4 days, 86,000 likes, and 203,000 dislikes. So you can tell some people were either genuinely leaving likes because they thought that it looked decent, or they're trying to reverse review bomb it. They're trying to positively review bomb it, which certainly isn't going to work judging by the ratio. And on Naughty Dog's official channel, the game has 1.1 million views, 60,000 likes, and 144,000 dislikes. And I was live streaming the Game Awards when this debuted, and I had only a few minutes later gone to the Naughty Dog channel, and they had already shut the comments off on this announcement trailer. Not on any of their other trailers, no, just this singular one, because they knew from the get-go this was going to face backlash. And I'm sorry, if I was a developer, I would not be happy to create something that I knew was going to be divisive. You usually want to make money, therefore you usually want as many people to like your product as possible, but it's just like these modern AAA companies want to divide people. They want there to be backlash because I guess they view it as at least somebody's talking about our game, negative or positive, it works for us, which is pretty pathetic. But the Naughty Dog shills are not taking this well at all. Over on the Naughty Dog subreddit, there are people imploring others to not look at the like to dislike ratio, but rather the likes to views ratio. The user wrote, the fans are excited. People disliking were never going to buy the game anyways. This game will be amazing, which is such BS because look at me, for example. I'm uploading a video, I'm giving you my opinions, but I am going to play it when it comes out because that's just part of what I do on this channel. I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible. And hey, maybe when I stream it, I will absolutely love it. I will say I was completely wrong about my initial reaction. It's unfounded. This game's fantastic, but the game probably isn't going to come out for years, and the fact that these people will do anything to defend this company is rather pathetic in my opinion. I understand there's brand loyalty. You know Naughty Dog, they've created some good games in the past. Like, I love The Last of Us Part 1. I think it's great. I love Uncharted. I think that it's great. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit here and say their next game looks great when I don't think that it does. He then shared a comparison of Intergalactic's trailer with Helldivers 2 and Mafia: The Old Country, but based on the above screenshot, only 4.89% of people who viewed the Intergalactic trailer gave it a like, and in comparison, 5.47% of people who watched the Helldivers 2 trailer gave it a like. Mafia: The Old Country was liked by 4.39% of all the people who viewed it. So even using this individual's argument, it doesn't even work for Helldivers 2, and for clarity's sake, the current ratios are 5.05 on the PlayStation trailer and 5.45% on the Naughty Dog trailer. Nevertheless, though, The responses are completely predictable. One person wrote, just ignore these people the way that they should ignore something they aren't into. All they want is attention. There's a million games out there, and if they don't like what Naughty Dog is doing, there's plenty of popular games that aren't my thing. You know how I handle them? I don't play them, and judging by massive failures this year like Dustborn, Concord, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, people are not buying these awful games. People are not showing up to blindly support products just because the mainstream media says that you should like them, or just because some random user on Reddit says that you should support them. If you feel like you do not like the look of this game, that's perfectly fine. You're not an ist and you're not a phobe. You're just somebody who is criticizing the trailer and ultimately judging it, which again is the reason why they release trailers in the first place. It's fine to dislike something. Another person wrote, just let these people be miserable. This game benefits you way more than them, so power to you. I just hate people on the internet sometimes. I don't know how it benefits you. Yeah, if you think that this looks great, I hope that it ends up being great for you. If you are excited, pre-order it when the pre-orders go up in freaking 2026 for the 2028 release. If you think that this game looks great, I'm happy for you, and I hope that you enjoy it and voice your opinions on social media. Take to X, take to YouTube, take to Discord servers, say that you think it looks fantastic, but on the flip side, you shouldn't be saying people are not allowed to criticize it because that's just ridiculous. There's also some people saying, still baffling that 180,000 people would be so miffed over a bald head, they'd go out of their way to dislike a YouTube video. It's not out of their way. They are watching the trailer on YouTube and they're giving their opinions. They're either pressing the like button or they're pressing the dislike button. You enjoyed it. Did you like it? Because then you went out of your way to support it. Like, that is absolute insanity. Like, that makes absolutely no sense to say out of their way. You're watching the trailer on this freaking platform. Another wokeness crusade for the grifters to cash in on bashing a game they have absolutely zero intention of ever buying or playing again. I'm talking about it on the channel. I will play it when it finally releases. I will give it a chance. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be fantastic. But yes, we are going to sit here and talk about what we like or we dislike in this teaser. And unfortunately, we have seen this archetype so often over the past few years of the strong, independent woman having these big muscles and having either the side shaved haircut or completely shaved, and they have really no feminine features, and her body proportions are definitely buffed up from the actress Tati Gabrielle's. I mean, unless she's gotten ripped and she's, at least judging by the height of the character versus some of the items in the background, like the environments, unless she's grown half a foot. Though I can't say I'm surprised that this is happening, that these people are coping and seething over the backlash because they love Naughty Dog. And hey, Naughty Dog's created some amazing things in the past, do not get me wrong, but just because they have created something good, let's say 10 years ago, doesn't mean we have to blindly support them today. Companies do not deserve our blind faith anymore, especially after the way that people like Neil Druckmann had acted. Naughty Dog is another company like a Rocksteady that is a shell of the company that they once were. A lot of those developers that created those kind of classic games are no longer there. And while someone like Neil Druckmann is there, he definitely has pushed his own politics into the content he is creating, and maybe even some of his own fetishes. Though at the end of the day, I do not think this is going to be even close to the end of the Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet backlash. I'm sure we are going to see it basically for the next couple of weeks, and then it's going to die off until they release other teasers and trailers or do more interviews. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.